Hello and welcome back to a town called Bastard. This is him Neill and we are playing Crusader Kings 2 Horse Lords, where we are doing, from last time as promised, something. Now, I'm pretty sure that the something I want to do is take yet more fertile land, if I can. And I still have some realm levies from that failed rebellion up somewhere. Is there any beautiful land? Well, I can take some beautiful land off Bulgars, where I believe I still have a truce with... oh, do not have a truce, excellent. Do not have a truce with Cumania, so there might be some wonderful fertile grassland I can take here. This, in fact, looks like... oh, perfect. So I will find my many troops and we'll start moving in position, I think. Where's the capital now? So it's there. Even better. Now, set them moving. And I think I can get some more of my horde raised. Where it is right now. Once again, the problems of having a massive spread out bit of territory. Must be one of these stacks now, Timber. I'm sure I'll find them. I'll be lying about somewhere. So, based on what I have already, I might actually have to start moving my capital somewhere closer where I'm raising them. On the other hand, it is quite safe. Ooh. Excellent mercenary traditions. Excellent. So, what have I got there? About half. I've raised a few more horse archers, I think. The Hashashins are gone. I've killed them. Something. Battle, maybe. We lost their territory. Well, I can raise a lot more troops. I have several thousand unused manpower. Let's get some more of that. I always find it fascinating the number of just low-born courtiers that get married to, well, in some cases, relatively important people. It's just beggars belief sometimes. I believe there's not some easier mechanism to create a few more. No, turn that army off. Join reversed. How much spare now? I have about 2,000 spare. Apparently, I have a lot of population, so I might as well just spam this as much as I can. I also have a lot of gold, so I've got 5,000. Let's try and keep it relatively even so that I can. I don't know. I can't remember what the tactics are like for cavalry, but I know for well, infantry-based things, there's you don't really want too many archers, just less than about 50%. Otherwise, there are various tactics that can be used that are quite nasty against whole arch armies, just to kill them. Going back to earlier patches when, well, they were even more vicious than they were. I still don't want to settle anyway. It's a pity that keeps popping up with the pillage thing, not as a separate one. I keep looking, ooh, maybe I can pillage something, but no. And my grandson has become an adventurer of his own right, apparently. Good for you. Let's choose a war horse. Let's have lightning. Or prestige contract. I would hold the nerve. What are my vassals doing right now? They generally don't mind too much. I'm just going to take over this grassland. Where is this? Is that my second son? Third son? Third son. Well, pity, you do that. You're not interesting to me at the moment. Let's just take some beautiful Cumania. I believe it was Yake? Answers on a postcard, I believe the saying goes. So I once again have almost no idea of how to pronounce that. So I think the next thing, can I declare war against Cuba if I wanted to? I can now declare war against Cuba, so I might do that once I've finished subjugating for a bit more grassland. Oh, now that one has very potential. Wrong son. But he might have potential anyway. There's someone interesting. Ooh, there's a genius. Ooh, what a genius. Anyone useful I could marry a genius to? Not that I partake in the eugenics of this at all. Of course not. Marry them off to a genius. Never know, might come in handy. Oh no, Drew's heresy. Whatever will I do against those infidels that I care not about? Sure, that used to be a different coat of arms. It did. Good. As long as I'm not going mad. I'll go the other way with them. In a slightly larger army. And this dynasty is really spreading quite a lot. I have no idea what to do with any of them. It's not even like a republic where they can do something useful by manning trade posts. They just kind of gather idly, not doing very much. No land I can give them. There's no special mechanics for them either. It's just a steadily growing army of them. It's not like equally. It's not like a Muslim where I can where I would have to land them or I'd start suffering. Or I wouldn't be able to sort of get them to inherit anything. Just have, and I'd start suffering decadence. I just have lots of them. Ooh, humble. Don't think humble. Don't believe that you have as good chance of getting ambitious if you're humble. Could be wrong. So I'm just gonna keep going. It's a bit peculiar, some of the other games, in the sense that they're non-feudal Christian games. Can't really play the dynastic game for anything. It's just about well, conquering, I suppose. Which, in some respects, isn't a great surprise, but hopefully the in the long term the sort of plan game keeps things interesting. Need more grazing land. I highly doubt you need more grazing land at 14. Yeah, he's still in prison. You won't be a threat. Good. Yes, you go off too. Hopefully they will start forming adventure groups and start claiming land in their own right. Otherwise, they're just going to be a bit bizarre. And this isn't the most fertile of fertile lands. Only 3 provinces. No better or worse than lots of the places I have, so it can just go to these poor ones. To give out 2, I believe. I have 1. Now, which of you likes me more? You're 17, Marshall. You're much better, but less generally better. You're better, Marshall. I'll give it to you. Both equal at this point. And this should hopefully set me up nicely for my next one. Bulgar would seem the best at 5 there. But I can get it. Excellent. And he's sunny. Well, I don't think I'm in much danger from the nearby sunny rulers who might try to take stuff off me. There's a precious few of those lying about. Maybe I use a bit too much manpower as they're now reinforcing exceptionally slowly. Because I just have to rely on having massively superior armies. So there's not much danger of losing them. He has called Kiev. Wow. Actually has called quite a few of them in. I don't think for some of them the localization is quite right, because I've seen a few. I'm sure I saw some dukes or counts at some point who were of one of the more eastern cultures. Seems a bit peculiar. You're against me as well? Fine. Can be against me. Sometimes I think it would make sense if you completely crush an ally of the target. Lustful? Cruel, lustful, brave, cynical, slothful. He's a peculiar man. You could, if you completely crushed an ally, you could force him to bow out of the war. That'd be quite a nice feature. But alas, it is not the case. I suppose it'd have to not apply to feudal vassals under that circumstances. I don't think that would be too much of a hardship. Sorry, not feudal vassals, I mean tribal vassals that are called to war rather than being fought normally. But I'm sure an exception could be made for such a thing. I think while it's been quite interesting to... now. That makes things interesting. I'm now playing Yoki the Silent. My brother is the heir. Okay then. So, I have sympathy for Indian religions. I'm sure I can survive that. I'm infirm, so I'm not long for this world, so I'm 55. Wow. Any of my sons have vague potential. Zealous, ambitious. You're pretty rubbish for an ambitious one. I should have watched some of these grandsons more, I think. Well, I'm going to have to be resigned to the fact that one of my brothers is probably going to inherit. God, I have 8 children to do things with. Okay. Right. Can I make a blood oath thing? No. Do I send him away? No. I still have him in prison, so at least he's not going to do anything against me. And I still have superior troops. Excellent. And superior gold, that's good too. Don't know whether it's worth trying to make some vassals happy for the short time I'm going to be alive as an infirm person as I am. Ooh, he's quite tempting. He's my son. I'm going to have to make sure I give him mercenary company as soon as possible. He's quite good actually, relative to lots of others out there. Any good daughters I can give to him? No, that'll do. There's my brother. Where's my good brother? Wow, there's lots of them. Right, on the grounds that these ones are now definitely not going to hurt, I'm just going to start passing them out to random good qualities. I believe that was the good one because he's engaged to that for well. Leaving like that a bit. Yes, will do. Yep. I'm sure there'll be a more scientific way of doing this. But I have 8 small children to wow. Every time I say something that seems perfectly appropriate for Crusader Kings 2, it reminds me quite how, let's say, vicious it is. I've heard about, not quite syndrome, but sort of events that happen when you're watching the same program for a long period of time. Like people who watch, say, Dexter for a very long period of time, become completely warped in their thinking. I wonder if you play Crusader Kings too long, you start becoming a very warped, cruel person. Right. Let's continue this war. I have the war ambition. Oh, sorry, focus. I might try and change that to hunting if I can. No, not for 4 years. Rats. What ambitions? Is there any useful ambition I can take? Paragon of Virtue, why not? I might be able to increase the moral authority of Tengu, which is not high, it must be said. And I've won this at least, so I might be able to make things a bit better. It's a good bit of war, bit of prestige. Imagine these have claims now. Weak claims. Well, that's at least something. Won't be inherited. Can only be pressed against men. I get only represents women or children. Although it makes him not very happy towards me. I did. Don't want to give him any of my precious land, so that'd be suicide. Oh, now these are quite nice places though. All are high in slots. So I'll find some weak grazing land, only 2 slots. Carlock. You may have Carlock. So I quite like this aspect of it, the fact that one's having to be careful with what... You can give out a lot of land, but obviously you need to be quite careful with it. I can start splitting out clans as well. What happens if I try to split this clan? Let's have a look. He'll go to war with me, presumably. Ah! Excellent! So I can split them out more. Fantastic. And weaken them further. I'm just going to keep him imprisoned as long as I can. I should have thought that earlier. Right, well. Lancia and Cantia. Need to go out 2 more, so that's where I'll go. And Cantia. Nah, I made some very weak clans. Wonderful. Keeping him imprisoned. It's very nice. So they hate me. They're not going to do anything. They don't perform blood oath. Nah. Also, I don't have anyone strong to blood oath now, and they can steamroll over everyone. He's a traitor, so I can take a title though. I wonder what he has a really nice land that I can take. Kizil, quite nice. There's nothing standing out, but I'll take them anyway. Should have probably done that earlier. Let's take Urkis, why not? Urkis. Can I take another one? No. Maybe if I start really getting close to death, I'll just revoke a crap load of stuff and split it out again. There you go. Urkis. No concubines I can take. Really would like him to die with his high prestige. His heir has quite good prestige as well. He's an historian. His heir is also an historian, perhaps. What his heir? Wow. There's no other brothers that are of age. Must be someone who could take. Well, he has no brothers. I'll take him and hope to try and get him to be. Oh. No, does not like me to do that. Never mind. Choose a warhorse to get the prestige up. Let's go with Sky. I can't perform a Sky Burial because I'm infirm. Typical. I have a shocking council. Do I trust you to be a councillor? I don't think I do. You're fantastic then. As are you, wow. Both you, ooh. Now I like him for his stewardship too much, so he's staying. So, stewardship marshal too much. Brother doesn't like me, shockingly. I don't really want to give someone who doesn't like me so much power. Although, if I bribe them, give them a title. Now that's looking a bit rosier. The shot room will hopefully go soon. Hopefully will be a safe spy master. Why did I do that? I should have sent it to study technology somewhere. Court chaplain, there's a better one. Is he still my wealthiest vassal in terms of getting money from? Well, my tribute with Georgia has ended now, hasn't it? It has indeed ended. Wait, what one? Tax. He's still the wealthiest person to get money out of, so I'll do that. Anyone whose clan sentiment I deeply care about. I might go and try and improve their clan sentiment just in case. That's the wrong one. Where is your capital? go. Do I care about him more or his clan? Infidel title claimed. Let's go for him right now, and then I'll try his clan. I definitely want to up that manpower growth. There we go. Should do for now. Right. Okay then. Who can I attack next? My beautiful troops. Well, I've died at least. But I didn't die just before I won that war. And I can take your stuff, presumably. I never subjugated anyone either. Such a shame. Well, I'll take your stuff. Maybe move my things a bit closer. I can presumably just need against Cumania though. Subordinate something. Might do it as a conquest though. Don't know if it gives me. Don't think it will give any more authority given it's against some of my faith, but can't hurt. Dark Cell, mumble. Oh, if only I could take him in some way and keep him, but that marshal's delicious. Oh well. Have to make do. Yes, I think it's not. I'm gonna regret saying this, I'm sure, but it's not gone too badly so far with my new life. Not too badly. Gold, tell me a bit more gold. No, not him. Interesting title then. Create the Kingdom of Mongolia. Not quite sure why I'd want to create the Kingdom of Mongolia, mind you. Apart from because I could. I'm a brilliant strategist. How old is he? March. I'm going to train him because I don't think I've mentioned this before, but the trait that he gets, the education trait, is related to the one who's educating him at the very last moment. And as I have a rank 4 trait, he has about 50% chance of getting a education trait off the same turn. So it's best to. I find it a bit gamey to do it all the time, but as I have the opportunity. It's best to switch the educator right at the last moment. What happened? Human has been conquest and Kupchak. Damn. Got there first. Well, just shocking. I'll have to conquest you instead. There you go. In fact, I'm going to try to lead this battle in some ways. Actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I have not got a good air yet. Thinking. Yes, orthodox person. You do that. Should be over soon. Subjugate, subordinate. Sorry, you. He does have quite a bit of potential. Yes, it shall be him. Can I send him away as a mercenary? No. I have to have a higher manpower than 500. Okay, then I will wait. In the meantime, I'll give him a great. Is there a good title I can give him with good money? Yeah, that will increase his prestige in the meantime. Anything I can do to make him better. And I'll make him marshal temporarily. That is a bit gamey, I'm not going to lie. What's he called? Burundi. But that should... Yeah, there we go, that increases marshal nicely. So it should hopefully be a little better now. The teleporting organizer. I do quite like that new tactic scheme. Ooh, they've changed. I've just installed the beta patch 2.4.2 since I last played, and as you might have seen, the sort of text that describes the next tactic has gone. Which I think I like. I have actually downloaded a very small mod I might install before the next time I boot this up, which changes the graphic of the ducal tier vassals to have a blue ring instead of the silver ring with gems. I had a brief look at it earlier. For contrast, it's currently this, which does he have any count vassals? There he has. Which in distinction is not massive because it's a very small blue gem against blue ribbon on a silver background. So making it a blue ring will be a bit nicer. I don't know if it'll be a bit. I think it looked a bit too garish with feudal one because it's blue on blue. But I'll take any of this stuff. And then we can leave it there. That's a pity. Well, on to the next. Who else can I take? Already taken Bulgar. I'm not a massive fan of the fact that this is House Dulo. It's a quite nice coat of arms they've given it, but they've given it all the Christian shield. I've done a mod where it actually changes it, so it's well, I did a mod for previous versions where all of those custom ones, the special ones, were all different coats of arms. Depending on the religion. So, for instance, the Abbasids had their sort of Muslim. In fact, maybe it's already like that for Abbasids. Yeah, it's just Dulo. Presumably, it's because they will later become Christian, just as Sverker is a Christian shield, but in later start dates they are Christian. It's a pity there's no way of saying if the head of the dynasty, or if it's just based on the current player. So, if like a current character. So, if I was looking on this character, and I've got this Christian shield coat of arms, it should change to a pagan symbol. And if I look from the Christian version of a Borgian character, it should be the Christian version, and so on and so forth. I could try to invade Mali? That seems a bit far to try to invade Mali. I think I'll pass. Bit far indeed. I might try to take Georgia though, why not? I could pillage everything. I'm moving all my troops down anyway for Alania. I might end up doing that. Yes. Nice bit of fertile land. Although I can also pillage Kiva. Just pillage Kiva, I think. That's a bit closer. And they have so many claims and titles. I need to get them over and done with. Mania is being torn apart. Yet another lovely prisoner. Do like the Persian headgear. The nice I don't know what you call it. Headscarves? Hat? Hat seems a bit, I don't know, basic. Oh, my poor Subutai, and he never had a child. He was such a good one. You can get trained by a martial person at the last moment too. There we go. I've given you 15 already. This for you. Ooh, they met. I might become Muslim. Ah, I'll manage. Bundukar. Have a wife, good. Do I need any more commanders? I've got a feeling I might at this point. Nope, I do not. What do these things do? I think I want to make any one of these things. They give them too much prestige. I should probably give him an honorary title actually to make him like me. I mean, he's already got more prestige than me, so I don't need to worry about that. Oh, Imperial Guard. That sounds dangerous. Yeah, knighthood is probably about right. Though he did serve, in vague role-playing terms, he did serve me quite well. He was a blood brother. Oh, no. No. Boo. Anyone else I want to like me? Oh my powerful vassals again. He likes me, this guy. I don't know why. Oh, because I have sympathy for Indian religions, presumably. So he's not an infidel. Interesting. That could be useful. He hates me. Dangerous guy, that guy. Very dangerous. I have to hold watch for him. Can I educate you? You're not going to say yes, are you? No. I'll give you an honorary title. Maybe not. It does seem a bit weird to give one of my subjugated tributes, as much as he likes me. An honorary title, especially one normally reserved for clansmen. Ooh. If my population is too large, I can invade a land to take their pasture. When does my truce come out with them? December. Not actually any difference, but it's all subjugation anyway. Them, however. God, they don't have much land in a de jure kingdom. That's unhelpful. Well, I'll take Cumania. And then I'll try to invade. I'll take Alania and then I'll take Cumania. There we go. I can't invade Alania. Can't subjugate it. Don't have any land. Any troops adjacent. Easy to solve. Easy to solve. Maybe. So, where would I take this part of your kingdom? Cumania has 2 duchies. Yeah, it'll have to be Cumania. We'll do that. It's a good job my population's getting high. Have to watch it. Oh, and I should send my son off. Where are you? Yes, you're the one. Go forth! Go! It seems strange they don't have a separate government type for mercenaries and holy orders. In fact, between both of them, because they function quite differently. Part of me does... Don't know what good going in hiding is going to do you. Pillage. Now that will be a very nice bit of land when it's done. Where's a rubbish bit that I can give away? I might actually start moving my cap. Actually, no, they're still good land. Still good land. Empire. That's a good bit. Inder. Who wants Inder? You can have Inder. You, my weakest clan, can have Inder. There we go. Enjoy. Yes, it's a pity that there's not sort of different government types for those things. But I'm hoping there's a DLC at some point in the future. Will sort of might flesh out theocracies and maybe even mercenaries a bit. Sorry, holy orders even. And not necessarily to play them. Don't know if it would work well to play them, but just to give a bit more interaction with them. Imagine having a Christian having archbishoprics about and stuff like that. And also, it's a bit away from 90 maximum. What is my maximum? 85. Okay, fine. I'm ages away from that. The kind of Crusade DLC or something which added a bit about Holy Seas. Holy Seas? Archbishop territory. That's what I mean. Add a bit about Crusades, that they gave up the land to a relative rather than just taking it all for yourself as a ruler. You want to take Sarkand. You need to take something along there. I'm going to have to take Morva so I can get territory adjacent. There we go. Yeah, so the land taking Crusade will be given to someone else. Sort of spruce up mercenaries, holy order, theocracies maybe. The interesting about holy orders, in the game they're represented as a kind of super powerful elite force of massively powerful knights that automatically vassalize, say, for Jerusalem. Whereas in reality, the kingdom's only really relied upon holy orders much later on, and didn't really want to. They wanted to keep their own armies, if I remember correctly. Now, what lesson didn't I learn? I didn't learn the lesson of keep your armies against Musbehad. So I'm gonna put. Now, I might actually be able to defeat that. That's quite a weak army. I'm just gonna send my main army, my wizard army, with you. Take care of it. Or might I be able to take it with levies? Let's have a look. That's useless. How many levies do my vassals have, really? Not terribly excited. No, just do it. Just deal with it. Probably quicker and less work. I'm gonna regret this. Each down. You can't join the walls. I never asked you to join the walls. Pretty sure. I think. Right. Well. What do you want to get rid of? My marshal? No. Sorry. Yes, so they never really relied on the holy. They never wanted to rely on the holy orders, if I remember correctly. So it's a shame they're represented in quite the way they are. It would be nice to have a. Let's call it an Outremer. Outremer? I don't know how to pronounce it. Let's call it Outremer. Outremer was the name I believe the Franks gave to the east, this kind of area, including Jerusalem. Another duel. Just as the Easterners called most of the Crusaders the Franks, just because. So some kind of DLC about that, or maybe even just the interaction between the groups of people, the Muslims and the Christians would be quite interesting. I don't know if they'll do such a DLC now, because they've said they want to focus on the much bigger ones. Because the smaller ones haven't, like Way of Life and Sons of Abraham, haven't sold as well. I don't know, you could make it big if you somehow manage to tie the Ocrases in nicely. Don't ask me how, because I don't know. Sarkle at last. And their capital is being besieged quite nicely. So, just take their capitals. Don't think they have many troops. They have a few troops, I suppose, actually dotted around. Take their capitals and then swing back up. They have a lot of clans actually. 1, 2, 3, 4 down there. Where is that supposed to be? Excellent. I'll have improved relations. Improve relations with their clan as well. What does he think? He likes me. Now there's definitely more plans. I'm going to try and split that clan. I'm going to have to deal with them at some point then. Probably just split them out until they're very weak. And then try and get too many clans maybe, and then absorb them, and then try and crush them. I want more sons. Disappointment clan sentiment -100. Oh, she's of a different clan. That's interesting. Yeah, why not? Let's make you a lover for 15 gold. Bit conflicted, that woman. Not sure I blame her. Yes, a richer person to ransom. Just what I wanted. Not what I really needed. But that's besides the point. Whilst they took a bit of getting used to, I actually quite like the new rings for identifying immediately what type they are. I mean, I don't find it as bad as I know some people do. I have a friend who plays Crusader things, and actually modded it so that every single culture has exactly the same titles, which is directly confusing. And I wouldn't be surprised if it did it the same for the different religions as well, in the sense that different religions' priests will be called the same. I didn't find any as confusing as that. And even when I do, I want to learn the names, I suppose, so that kind of thing didn't interest me as much. But it is still quite able to tell at a glance, instantly, from the portrait, what kind of thing they are. And whilst I don't quite like having all of the nomads as Emperor tier, it can be quite fun to have vassal nomads of lower tiers. And it's a bit confusing because of the Emperor tier gems. The fact that all the golden ribbon means you do quite quickly learn to distinguish those who are real emperors. Although we still get the prestige bonus of holding an empire. Not that it matters nearly as much as the vassal kingdoms and the impressive warhorse, something like that. Impressive warhorse, which is 0.5 versus my empire, which is 0.8. Although that's monthly, which just seems a bit peculiar. And a lot of things just happened at once. Proper funeral, definitely proper funeral for my good hunting dog. Is that more Italy? No, it's still defeating your troops regardless. Let's back up a bit. Sure, I sent another army over here. Very slowly indeed. Should win this war regardless. Okay, fine. So, presume that was him. Or something. That's Neill, yes, there we go. Ah, High Chief Varka of Perm. You weren't the one I was expected to kill me. Fine. So I'm going to be my brother. And not my quite good son. How disappointing. Well. This guy is my heir? Ugh. I'm going to have to send you away as a mercenary. I need you to inherit. You need better prestige. I don't want any of my sons to inherit. I'm a bit naff. Wow. Yeah, I might have to try to rely on him inheriting. He doesn't have any children, but he is young, so he has more chance of having them. Bloody hell. Right. That's going to be an interesting one. Good invasion. Amass some wealth. Great. My heirs are married. Well, I should probably sort that. Who is my brother betrothed to? Oh, I sent him off before I where's marriage? It's going to bite me, I'm sure. Yes, prestige might help at this point. Hunting, because I need some help desperately. Plus I'll be able to declare war on those people I just declared on again. Are you my good brother? You are my good brother, so you've been educated by someone competent. If I still have anyone competent left, I might have to risk you becoming Muslim and Turkish. Yeah, I will. It's gonna be risky. You're content, so you're useless. Pity there isn't a quicker way, I'm now thinking, of giving all these children educators. So I want them to get good educators, but I just can't match them up in a single panel with all of them all at once. You can't pillage you yet. Still can't perform a sky barrier. Beautiful warhorse. Arrow. God, terrible. Terrible everything. You really dislike me now. If the spy master doesn't hate me. You don't hate me. What's the clan sentiment like? Their clan is alright. We're still the most powerful clan, so I'm still going to try to make them like me more. Cannot go wrong with that, I don't think. It doesn't land. Too many personal holdings. I suppose I'm going to pillage something. Quite content with that. Well, I can potentially form a blood oath. I don't know if I really want to at this point. I'm not going to want to split lands with him anyway until he dies. Yeah, I'll do that. Don't know if I'll say yes. Just in case later on he decides to hate me. Ah, he's attacking for Sarkap. Oh wait, that's me. That's fine. Phew. Right. I think before I unpause, I think we'll call it for this one, as this seems like a very nice stopping point. So thank you for joining me. Next time I will be trying to survive my next succession. Very quick succession. And continue my conquest of Sarkel and Cumania and so on and so forth. Bye everyone.